Things we should probably stop teaching kids because it's fucking them up later in life. Oh, they're just being mean to you because they have a crush on you. That teaches kids that it's okay to accept mistreatment and sometimes violence from the people that are supposed to love them. And as you can imagine, that mindset doesn't play out very well in their future relationships. Being wrong or failing is a bad thing. So many people are unwilling to change their minds out of the fear of being wrong, and failure should just be considered like a step in the learning process because so many fucking kids lose interest in really cool things the moment they fail at something. Don't you dare talk back to me. Parents teach that to their little kids just to get them to shut up when they're being annoying and arguing, but then suddenly older kids aren't allowed to question things, raise valid points, or even defend themselves, and that's fucked up. TikTok now has a 45-day countdown if it doesn't get bought by US companies, so make sure you follow my Instagram and my YouTube channel because I will be posting there very soon. Psychology tricks that I know work because I use them. If you ever feel like your life's in danger, like you're being followed, you're being harassed, you feel like somebody's going to attack you, start acting fucking crazy. Like you just turned into a mental patient high on PCP. I'm talking crab walk, singing the ABCs to the tune of Living on a Fucking Prayer, okay? 9 times out of 10, the person messing with you isn't gonna wanna mess with you anymore. If you're ever at a restaurant, bar, or a party and you wanna know if somebody's watching you, like checking you out a little bit, turn sideways and check your watch. Even if you don't have one, okay? And be like, oh yeah. This person, if they're watching you, they're gonna wanna know what time it is. And if they check the time, you got your answer. Silence is so fucking powerful, you guys. I don't even think you fully understand. Like in any sort of conversation where you're trying to get information or you're negotiating a price, stay quiet, maintain eye contact. The other person's gonna end up talking and talking and talking, and you're gonna end up on top. A, B, C, D, F, G. Opposite from red and yellow, the color blue is actually an appetite suppressant, which is why not a lot of restaurants use it in their advertising shit, you know, besides IHOP and Red Lobster. We will automatically second guess ourselves and our opinions when other people disagree with us. No, we don't. Shit! Wait. There's something called the bystander effect, and an example of this, if there's ever a large crowd and an emergency and somebody's like, oh my god, somebody call 911, the likelihood of somebody calling 911 goes way down because everybody else thinks somebody else is gonna call 911. So instead, what you should do is be like, hey, you tall, awkward blonde girl, call 911. I'd be gone. I'd go and call 911. Psychology tricks to fuck with someone's mind that I may or may not use. You'll never know. When you meet somebody for the first time, be like, oh my god, I had a dream about you, and then go into a weird amount of detail. If you're ever driving with some passengers in a really, really depressing voice, be like, do you ever get sad? And then slowly start to veer off the road. Change up the normal autopilot conversations we have. Hi, how you doing? Good. Really? You'll be amazed about how quickly this just kind of like stops somebody in their tracks, and sometimes you'll even get somebody that'll actually tell you how they're doing, and it's pretty refreshing. So I'm kind of getting close to 300,000 on YouTube, so if you haven't checked me out already, go do that. And like, it'd kind of be cool to get to 420,000 for April 2020. Please, for my birthday. Your favorite song is probably your favorite song, not because you have like amazing musical taste, but because you associate it with an emotional event. Bilingual people, your decisions are going to be more rational if you think them through in another language. Humans have the tendency to think of themselves as above average in any number of traits: looks, intelligence, driving ability, but statistically we can all agree that we can't all be above average. And yet, when given a poll, more than half the population will think that they're better than the rest. Psychology tricks to fuck with someone's mind that I may or may not use. You'll never know. This one takes some concentration, but it's really funny. Whenever you're talking to somebody, really focus on their eyes. If they look into your left eye, talk a little bit louder. When they look into your right eye, talk a little bit softer. They're not gonna know what's going on, but it's gonna make them visibly uncomfortable. Whenever someone tries to make a joke, laugh and then be like, you know what? Fuck what everybody else says. You're really funny. Change somebody's computer language settings from English US to English UK, or vice versa. The spell checks alone are going to drive them insane. I mean, if you didn't already know, I'm selling new merchandise at onlyjayus.com. You should check it out, links in my bio. The reason some cats don't like dogs is because dogs are really unpredictable and they move too abruptly, and it actually breaks the cat's inner algorithm. Cats like being in boxes because it makes them feel safe. They're covered on all sides and they think that you can't see them, but they can see you. Cats don't think of the person who feeds them as their master. They're just the feeder. If you want your cat to think of you as a master, you actually have to train it. And cats can be trained, but the problem is that humans can be trained even better and the cat usually wins. Psychology tricks that I know work because I use them. If you ever need to remember something, try thinking about it while doing something weird. This will pair the memory with the weird thing. Like if you need to remember facts for a test, eat something strange while studying. Or if you need to remember to take the garbage out in the morning, put the garbage bag in the kitchen sink. You'll remember. If someone's ever trying to make you make a decision in a hurry, it's more likely a bad deal and you should walk away. If you ask someone a question immediately before playing rock, paper, scissors, they're more likely going to choose scissors, so you should play rock. Alternatively, if somebody ever asks you a question right before playing, they're going to choose rock, so you should choose paper. Seeing somebody that you're in love with their hair wet should make you more attracted to them. Convincing yourself that you slept well, even if you didn't, will actually trick your brain into thinking you did, and you'll feel better throughout your day. But the opposite is also true. If you go all day like, oh, I'm so tired, like, I didn't sleep that good, you're gonna feel horrible. Falling in love has the same neurological effect on the brain as getting high on cocaine. If you have a daily routine, your dog can actually tell what time you're coming home based on how much of your scent is left lingering around the house. Dogs don't feel guilt. If they tear up your couch or get into the garbage, they're not sorry that they did it, they're just sorry they got caught. While dogs can understand up to 150 words and phrases, they're mostly going off just the sound of your voice. If you ever saw the TikTok video of that one guy talking to his dog and he's like, I fucking love you, and the dog's getting all sad, and then he goes to the dog and he's like, I'm gonna fucking murder you, and the dog's all happy, that proves it.